Check, check. Yeah. Man, I'm glad I wasn't, 30 minutes deep or something. Okay. So when I was 15 years old, my dad bought me Bad Brains, Rock for Light on vinyl LP. I was really into punk. I wanted to get into harder stuff, more. Wait, you still can't hear me? Okay, okay, all right. Okay, I tell you what. Give me 20 seconds, and then we're gonna start this party over. Thank you so much for being here. Like the video if you can. Let's get this thing going into the algorithm. But we're gonna have fun today. So give me 1 second, okay? Okay. So, sorry, I've been drinking hella water. I'm still in this weight loss journey. So, okay. When I was 15 years old, my dad bought me Rock for Light by the Bad Brains on vinyl. I was just getting into punk. I was just getting into vinyl, and I wanted to find more extreme stuff, underground stuff. And I asked the guy, "Hey, what's something that maybe I wouldn't know anything about if I like No Effects, Rancid, Bad Religion stuff?" And he goes, "Have you heard Bad Brains?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Dude, they're from DC. They're like a hardcore punk band." And I was like, "Oh, cool. I don't know much about that." He goes, "Do you like Minor Threat?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And he's like, "Then check this out." So he gets me Rock for Light, and I get home, I put it on, I listened to it twice, and I listened to it twice, and I was just like, "What?" I just don't like it. And so I put that record away. I didn't get rid of it, I just put it away, and I literally like never revisited it. I've never listened to their self-titled album in its entirety. So, of course, I've heard Pay to Come. I think I've heard a few of their songs. Band in DC, Right Brigade, uh, yeah, like a bunch of stuff. I've heard a bunch of it. Anyways, but I couldn't tell you what was what. I've just never been a big fan. Like it's not I don't dislike it. I've never been like a big fan of it. So I thought, well, um, so yeah, Dylan says, "What a great dad." That's their best album. Uh, I didn't like it, Rock for Light at all. But whatever, dude. Opinions change. People change. I've changed. So I'm gonna listen to their self-titled album and talk with you guys about it for a little while. So thanks for joining me. If you haven't already done so, please hit the like button. Please comment in this feed, man, and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 4,000 subscribers. My birthday is, like I said, it's in about a month. I turn 42 in about a month and a week, and I would love to hit 4,000, 4,500, something like that by then. I don't know how likely that is, but I'm working on it, man. I got some good stuff coming. But let's go ahead and pull this album up. And let's just start at the very beginning and listen to it. I'll pause it a little bit. I'll pause in between songs and talk about it. And we'll see how I feel about it. I haven't heard them in this capacity since I was a teenager. I've heard them in my friends' cars. I've heard them on playlists at shows in the background when they're playing songs in between sets and things like that. But I've never sat down and just listened to this. So I'm kind of nervous because people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're lame for not knowing all this stuff," and it's like, that's cool. I mean, I've never pretended to be somebody I'm not. Uh, but this is a pretty revered band and album, and for that reason, I've always kind of shied away from it, and I've shied away from reviewing it, which I think is kind of cowardly, and I've never considered myself a coward, so we're gonna do it today. Just give me 1 second. I'm pulling up the lyrics. So on Genius. Okay, here we go. Come on, thing. All right, let's go. Bad Brain, self-titled, 42 years old today. Sailing On, track 1. Dude, so first off, I like the lyrics, and I can see why I wouldn't have liked this as a kid. When I was younger, man, I didn't like. I was young. I had to have a certain amount of like, polish, sheen to my records. I didn't understand punk that very well yet, and this wouldn't have been very attractive to me back then. But right now, kind of digging it, man, and I see some. I understand some of the choices that bands like Turnstile made vocally already. So this is probably going to be an interesting experience for me. I am probably going to get absolutely roasted in the comments for, being so late to the party and being a veteran of punk rock for 25 years and never... I mean, how many albums are out there that we've never listened to? Personally, tons and tons and tons. So this is just me being very open and honest and what's that word, vulnerable to like the crowd, you know what I'm saying? But it's a community and I trust you guys, or at least the ones that are here on the live, right? Let's get back into it. Okay. Julie says, I'm late again. It's all right. We just really kind of just started a few minutes ago. Giselle says, I'm the same with Black Flag. Tried them when I was a kid and hated them. Now I'm 38 and have never sat through an entire album. I don't like Black Flag much either. When I was a kid, I just didn't like the classics. Dude, what's more punk rock than being like, I like what I like, and if you don't approve, I don't care. That's how I've always been. There's some insecurities that come along with that, but it is what it is. Dylan says, you have turned me on to so much punk I've never heard. There has been so many punk bands over the years and so many different styles. For sure. What's up, Dave Slayer? That song was really good. I really enjoyed that. They did some interesting stuff with the vocals. The guitar, they're clearly into different stuff and not just punk, because you can hear it throughout like the outro of that song. The way he's singing isn't just like a da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. He's like, na-na-na-na-na. He's doing like different melodies with his vocals that you wouldn't hear in a typical punk song back then. I would say there's probably some reggae and jazz influences in this dude's vocals. I think they did some reggae stuff, if I'm not mistaken. It might be in this album. I honestly can't remember because I've never been a big fan. So let's go into the second track. It's called Don't Need It. And yeah. Let's get it in, bro. Okay, so that song was pretty good. I don't know. I like the lyrical content. I don't really care for his vocals very much. The recording is charming, but kind of meh. Uh, I think as it goes on, I might like it more, but we'll find out. We got 30 minutes worth of stuff to go through still. Matt says they started out as a jazz fusion band. Actually, I think I knew that. Bad Brains definitely peaked on their first record. What is their first record? Is it not this one? I don't know. I've never been a big fan. Giselle says my favorite song on that album is "Leaving Babylon." Awesome reggae song with a cool bass groove in the middle of a hardcore record. Yeah, that's gonna annoy me probably, but whatever. At least it did. That kind of thing used to annoy me. Dylan says, I prefer Keith Morris's Black Flag vocals rather than Henry Rollins, hence why I prefer Circle Jerks over Black Flag. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. I never really thought about it like that, but yeah, I guess I probably do prefer Circle Jerks. That's weird. Dude, I've never been into that whole scene. Proper way to review Bad Brains is old concert footage. HR was a madman. Well, I mean, I used some of his footage in my intro video. And I did that intentionally, knowing that I wasn't a huge fan, but knowing how important that footage was, because of how important of a figure he was, or is in punk rock. But I mean, I wouldn't say that that's the proper way to review it. That's stupid. I'm listening to the recording so I can get a good, no, I don't want to. I hate watching live footage for the most part. Dave also says Raymond Pettibone would agree. Dylan, he did the art for Off, but not the new Black Flag. Anyways, all right. Song number 3 is called Attitude. Sorry. Okay. So, Matt says, I have a feeling that most of you guys never saw them live. Nope. Don't care. I will say, though, that this is a band that, based on these first 3 songs, I feel like they would be far better live than on record. Dave says, I saw them with the Beastie Boys. Dylan says, Dave Slayer absolutely loved the band Off. I'm enjoying this. I don't know that I'm going to be like an overnight giant fan, but I understand it more now than I did 20 minutes ago. I feel like this is the kind of band that you needed to be there to appreciate more so than, there's a certain amount of importance in going back and discovering a band like this, but when I got it in the 90s, or, not this album, but their other album, when in the 90s, I don't think that there was a way that I could appreciate them at that age the right way. I don't know if that's making any sense. I know what I'm trying to articulate, but I'm not doing a very good job of it. But so far, 2 out of the 3 have been pretty great. Beastie Boys before, with Kate and the band. Man, y'all are trying to get them punk rock points, huh? Alright, track number 4 is The Regulator. Let's go. I'm trying to like pause it, but I've messed it up. Anyways, I'll go ahead and go back to the first verse in a second. Um, let's see. Okay. I just don't really care for his vocals much, but I like the lyrics. And since they were so early in the punk rock scene, I can understand why they're so important. But if this exact same record came out like 20 years after, 10 years after it did, let's say this exact same record came out in the 90s, I don't think it would be as monumental. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. That's my observation, is that I think they're a product of their time, and they came out and did what they did, and they're important for that reason more so than because of the music. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. This band's, I really, really like the lyrics a lot. His vocals are kind of rough. The recording's fine. I like it now better than I would have in my younger days. But yeah, this is interesting, man. I'm gonna go through the whole record though. Let's see. Dave Slayer says, weird, but I heard of Bad Brains when I went to Christian school. POD was talking about them, and I guess that made them safe with the faculty. Wow. Dylan Gutterstype says, Rock for Light had mostly the same songs on it, just better produced. This is one of my favorite songs, Regulator. Interesting. I like that part. And if I call you liar, you don't touch me. Huh. I mean, it's not bad at all. Like that's not. I'm being very nitpicky right now. I mean, overall, it's pretty great, but it's not necessarily something I'm gonna be just like falling over myself to listen to again. Uh, so Rock for Light is just a remixed version of this, huh? That would probably explain why I'm having like very similar feelings that I did back then. I like it more now than I did back then, but it's still like, meh. You know, I liked different music. I don't know. This is good though. I like it. I don't know. I feel like I have to like tell people like it's. I like it. If I'm gonna listen to it again, I don't know. Maybe in a couple of years. Maybe never. I don't know. But I do like it. I wish I could have seen them live in their heyday. That would have been like. I think that's the ticket right there, man. If you could, watch this band play live, bro. Come on. Yeah, I think I've said all I need to say so far. It is good though. I'm enjoying it more than I thought I was going to. I really was almost. I was going to do this like 3 hours ago and I didn't because I was nervous that I was just going to hate it and then everybody's going to hate me. But I dig it, man. I dig it. No one came close live, trust me. I mean, I just don't think we're going to agree on that because that's subjective. And what you like live might be different than what other people might like. And I probably would agree with you, though. I mean, based on the footage I've seen, they seem to be pretty fun live, pretty crazy. But that doesn't mean that nobody came close live. I hate statements like that. Those blanket statements are crazy to me. Dave Slayer says, off subject, but I just realized today that Icons of Filth was around 77. Around in 77. They sound like 90s or early 2000s. Icons of Filth. I know that band. All right, Band in DC, track 5. Let's go. I love the lyrics. I just simply don't like the vocals, man. And the vocals are a very big part of music for me. And so it just kind of takes me out of it. Like everything else about this, I'm absolutely loving. The vocals. And that might have been what it was back in the day. Because I can't really remember. That's 27 years ago. Dylan Guttertype says, kind of. This was released on cassette originally. Rock for Light was released a couple years later on vinyl with better production. Had a few other songs on it that wasn't on this album. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's interesting. Like, his vocals are just not doing it for me. But the lyrics are fantastic. But I'm still doing checks and X's on here to see what I like and don't like. And we're 4 out of 5 I've liked. So, I mean... But, yeah, let's continue. Yo, I think it's funny that what would have been considered like a breakdown in 82, this part is more like a two-step part now, where you're like two-stepping it up. You know what I'm saying? But back then that was like a breakdown because they played so fast. Isn't that wild? I went to a show last night and the breakdowns were so sludgy and heavy. It was fun though. I had a good time. I got some footage coming for you guys. I'm from old New York hard scene. See what? Okay, cool. That's Matt Azell. Matt, if you want to jump on a pod and talk old school New York hardcore, man, I'm always down to have a guest. You can tell me some stories, bro. I'd love to hear them. Dylan says, I love his vocals. He constantly changes his pitch and tone, which takes mad skill. But that, I mean, I don't think that takes mad skill. I will have to just fully disagree with that because I don't know that he's not holding a like a tone of any kind. He's just like, I mean, I could literally do that. Now, am I as good a lyricist and frontman? No. That's not what I'm saying. But like just to the vocal performance, not technically hard. So, but you can still like them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just surprised by you saying that a little bit. But it's whatever. What's that? Whatever. Okay, that so far has been my favorite song. I loved the really fast intro, second half being just a mid-paced breakdown, a little solo in there. And while I don't love this dude's vocals, although I'm already liking them more now than I did when I first hit play. So I mean, who knows? I might just be getting used to it. They are definitely what's the word? I wouldn't say abrasive. They're hard. You know, they're abnormal. But anyways, that was a good song. Very, very good song. Okay, the next track is Ja Calling. Ja gotta be kidding, I'm playing. Oh, why do I say stuff like that? Ugh, gross. Dude, their longest song was 2 minutes and 14 seconds. That's awesome. I can see why Sublime was such big fans of these dudes. This reminds me of a Sublime record, especially when you mix in how do I say it? As soon as this song started, it reminded me of a Sublime record. Even like the quality of the sounds in the background, I don't know. It's good. Boom, 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 boom. Giselle said, I actually heard about Bad Brains from Sublime. That doesn't surprise me at all. That's why we need those gateway bands. Anybody says we don't need those bands is so full of shit. I had these guys getting mad because in the comments about my street punk video, because I said that, you know, we need bands like Green Day so that we can hear bands like Rancid and then discover bands like Defiance. And this guy got all pissed off, but it was real stupid. Dylan says he isn't very good anymore. He developed schizophrenia sometime in the 80s. Oh, damn. And it got worse, and then he got a brain tumor. Dang, dude. Because he is Rasta, he refused medical help. That's wild, bro. That's wild. I'm not really feeling the reggae right now. I do love me some reggae, though, so I'm not going to hate on the song, but I may fast forward through it. Alright, this is like an interlude, so I'm going to go on and skip through this one. Because I just don't care. You know. Super Touch Shit Fit. Cool. I'm in. I missed the liner notes on albums. That was the gateway. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Giselle Jordan. Alright, let's go. My man loves saying PMA, talking about that. Positive mental attitude. That's cool, though. Oh, here comes part 2. Shit fit. I hear the heavy prog influences on this. Not really my cup of tea. I get it though, man. I'm starting to understand this quite a bit. Dave says, Jordan, you heard them through Sublime or Long Beach Dub All Stars. That band was good too. Dylan Gutter Snipe says, HR would do backwards flip in a standing position, often on stage, landing on his feet right on the last beat at the end of song. So much energy. Yeah. What's his name? That pop punk kid. I saw him play with Travis Barker. Worked with him. Damn, I can't remember his name. But he was doing the same thing at the show I saw him at. He did like 7 backflips in probably about 2-minute time span. Matt says the problem with them was in 85, 86, their sets might be straight up reggae. Kind of sucked. HR loved his weed, and if it was mellowed out, that's what you got. But when they did hardcore sets, he was a maniac. Sublime's I Love My Dog is the same as I Love Ja. Oh, that's cool. Doing backflips. Yeah, I mean, this stuff's okay. I'm not really hating it, but I'm not really loving it. I'm kind of super middle of the road. I'm walking the fence on this one. I like the lyrics a lot. The instrumentals I'm digging quite a bit. The actual instrumental tracks, not for me. His vocals are just not good, in my opinion. I mean, that was a shit fit. You're not wrong. That song wasn't really for me. So far, track 5, Band in DC, was far and away my favorite thus far, but the album as a whole, I'm somewhere above average, but not something that I'm freaking out about. I'm very glad to be listening to it, though. I feel like I was missing something all these years, you know? I'm not a... I've said a million times, I'm not the authority on any of this stuff, so I don't claim to be. But I do feel like I was missing something, not having this in my, as an album that I've listened to thoroughly. So, number 8 would be Leaving Babylon. Let's go.
Will I say?
Bro. Okay, this very much resembles Sublime. Dylan says, check out Bad Brains live at CBGB's 1982. I think it's on YouTube. Yeah, I don't do live sets like that. Giselle Jordan, I heard about them from Sublime covering Leaving Babylon. But I also remember the Long Beach Dub All-Stars. Shout out to HR. Bad vocals back in the day were to keep it abrasive and ward off most people. Sure, it worked. Yeah, Pay to Come is probably going to be the best song on the album, I would say.
My people are starving, but your money's running.
Damn, this sounds exactly like Sublime. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. I like this one. This one I like a lot, actually.
I say my people are starving, but your money's running. I say your dollar drop down real low. You ain't got no gold to show. We're gonna step right through that door. We're not gonna come back no more. I said the politics lying, my mama's just a crying, and nothing ever gonna change. My papa just a sighing, my sister just a lying, and I ain't got nothing to blame. No.
All right, this is getting a little bit repetitive. I like it. It'd be great in the background or on a playlist. So I'm going to go ahead and skip on through the rest of the song to Fearless Vampire Killers. Yeah, that's a great song name. So hopefully, yeah, I don't know. All right, that song was pretty rad. I like that. That was nice. All right, number what are we on? 10. We got a few more left. I. Okay. Yo, this song jams. All right, we're getting into it. There's only a couple that I didn't like. It's got some Motorhead type shit in there, man. I like, dude. This band is so weird, bro. I don't know how many times I'm gonna listen to this, but dude, so far we got out of 10 tracks. There's only 3 that I didn't like, and there's 7 that I liked, 2 that I really liked. So this one might be on that really liked list. Dude, has anybody on this thing heard Righteous Jams? When this is over with, I'm going to play Righteous Jams. Now, I understand where he got some of his vocals from now for like a specific part. It had to be from this. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Yes, bro. I like when I figure stuff like that out. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, dude. Righteous Jams. What's the song called, man? We'll play it in a little bit, dude. I think you guys would dig it. If you like this, I would be pretty shocked if you didn't like it. This song is badass. Alright, hold on. I want to rewind it 1 second. I gotta address this comment. Dave Slayer says, it's weird how Bad Brains, Minor Threat, and Black Flag all came up same time, same place by a bunch of kids. I don't find it that strange, because they all sound like a bunch of kids. None of them are very good at their instruments. Minor Threat was pretty decent, I guess, but none of them are like specifically like really great at their instruments. Their lyrics are all angsty young person lyrics, and that was like a mecca for music at the time anyways. So I would think it would be stranger if they didn't all come up, if they're like spread out throughout the country. You know what I'm saying? But it is, I wouldn't say weird. It is interesting, sort of, I guess. I don't know. I'm not that surprised by it. But it is interesting. Now I'm just arguing myself. Never mind, dude. I'm an idiot sometimes. Okay, call it whatever you want, but it was a hub, clearly, or all those kids wouldn't have came up with all these iconic bands at the same time in the same place. My point still stands. It was a hub for angsty music, dude, like, obviously. Or that wouldn't have happened. It's like you're saying contradicting things. Man, all this stuff happened in this one place. But it wasn't a Mecca. Like, I don't understand that comment. But okay. That song was awesome. That might be my favorite one on the whole record. Sorry. Alright, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I think we got to disagree on that one, Dave. Alright, time for big takeover. But I'm enjoying this listen through. I'm glad you guys are here with me. Big takeover. And then we got Pay to come after that. That's a good, I know that song. Alright, let's go. I wonder if that's Morse code for something. It sounded like it, kind of. Wouldn't surprise me. I agree, JJ. No, I don't like grunge very much, but yeah, that's kind of what I mean. So, I don't know. Maybe Dave and I think of mechas as different things. That's cool. Dave's a good dude. I like Dave Slayer. That guy's awesome. You're always hanging out on the. That's what matters. You're hanging out. Whether we agree or not doesn't really matter. We're very polite to each other, and we're always kicking it. Awesome. I was gonna say fam. I think that is fam, dude. JJ's fam. My man's over here rocking 999, hanging out on a punk rock channel. That's badass. All right. Okay, this song started off pretty bad, but I'm liking it now. I almost put the little X on there. Dave says, I'm just saying DC wasn't known for anything, and suddenly they had this badass new thing, or slightly reinvented thing. I guess it could have happened anywhere. Meh. Yes. And, oh, shit. What's up, dude? I was going to message you. I got your package in the mail today, Jimmy. I'm going to do a opening and then show people the record and stuff, so I'm very excited. My daughter came in and told me, Dad, you got a package in the mail. And I was like, let's go. How's your day going, buddy? But yeah, and I didn't necessarily mean that like it was a mecca before that stuff started. I'm just saying like it all happened in the same place. It was a mecca, like DC in the 80s and 90s. That's, you know, I don't know what else you would call it, but you know, whatever though, man. It's just semantics. We're just talking shit. Yeah, man. Hey, go anybody like pop punk on here? Go listen to Scooped Up. I got some other bands we're trying to talk to on the thing, but Jimmy was the first dude to like really like respond quickly and jump on the show immediately and get this party started. That tells me a lot about what his drive. Let's continue this song. This is a great song so far. It started off pretty bad actually, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Dope, man. Looking forward to hell yeah, bro. Was not even, but I was Dude, they have some weird changes in their songs, dude. It's like I was like caught off guard. Peter says, all major cities had their scene. They were all playing off each other. The bands come up together and then they create this thing together. Correct. But not many cities had three bands like that come out of them at the same time. I think was the point Dave was trying to make. And I agree. Minor Threat, Bad Brains, and Black Flag. That's a pretty big three. Peter, give me an example of another city that had a big three. And I'm just asking. I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just like, I don't know. So give me another example. We can make another video or something. There was no Mecca. Tons of scenes. Whatever, dude. I disagree. Tons of scenes broke same time. We all were influenced by earlier no internet, no total DIY, TSDG tapes. There was no big labels. So it's primitive because. I mean, I agree to disagree. Whatever, sure. This is true. Black is not from DC. No, I know. I don't listen to Black Flag, but I'm look, dude, same place, not necessarily mean in the same neighborhood. Sorry, I keep getting my wife's messaging me. Sorry. You know what's weird? Is like, I think Black Flag's from California, actually, aren't they? I don't actually know. I'm not a big Black Flag fan. Dave said, when I guess to think of a rock and roll mecca, I think of New York. Oh, I mean, sure. Nashville, Austin or Portland. When I say Nashville, places that people move to the way I... Yeah, I mean, Oh, they are from California. See? Okay, yeah. Yeah, Rollins, JQ, what's up, dude? Boston, DC. Yeah, I mean, sure. I'm not gonna argue about it anymore. I said what I said. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It's not that important to me. It was just a conversation we were having. Love you guys. Drums are pretty great on this song. It's a little long for me, but I like it still. It's still got the check mark. Yeah, Black Flag was from California. I thought they were. I don't know why. Whatever, man. So sometimes I say shit and I know what I'm thinking, and it just doesn't come out right in my words. So I make a lot of verbal mistakes. Okay, it is what it is. I am not gonna sit here and be like I am pretty perfect, but that's besides the point. I'm not perfect. You guys are perfect. Matt, what bands do you play in? Or did you play in any bands? I'm just being nosy. No, Rollins was the first singer of Black Flag. I'm kidding. I actually thought he was the third. I didn't know he was the fourth, but I knew he was not the first. Again, not a big Black Flag fan. Dude, Dave gets it. I'm wrong all the time, and I'm confident when I say it. Yo, that's your boy here. No one realizes how small punk scene. I mean, I realize it. I go to shows all the time. I can tell you how small it is. But I'm not going to gatekeep it. You sound super gatekeepery, to be honest. But whatever. I gatekeep things occasionally, I guess. It's important to us. We get defensive about it, People that don't get defensive about things, I feel like they don't really care about it much. But there's a line there. I don't know. See, here I am again saying stupid shit. Dave Slayer says Rollins was the only true frontman of Black Flag. Prove me wrong. I don't care enough to prove you wrong, but a lot of people would disagree with that. This is a pseudonym. If someone wasn't there, get it distorted. No problem. This is if you someone wasn't there, it get distorted. No problem. If you someone wasn't there, it get distorted. Yeah, whatever you're saying, Matt. I'm not sure, buddy. That song was pretty good. Patty comes up next, and I'm pretty sure we all like that song. Who was the best band to cover this song? Because a lot of them have done it. I don't know what you're saying. This is a pseudonym. If someone wasn't there, it get distorted, no problem. And then you said the actual events. I don't know what that means. Are you saying that if you weren't there, you won't get it? That's pretty true. Ooh, man, that song is amazing. That's probably my favorite song by them that I can come up with. You were there. I mean, congratulations, dude. That's cool. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I don't care. Like I'm happy. Like I'm sincerely, I'm like happy for you. Like it's awesome. But people that come in and flex like I was around then and you weren't, like, dude, we can't all be from there. I wish I was, man. It would be amazing. Living in Houston, it was very hard to get punk rock stuff down here. I would go as far as to say that you had it easier than I did to be a punk rocker. So congratulations, you know what I'm saying? That's dope. I wish I was. I personally know a lot of these older bands. Well, shoot, man, hit me up, dude. Shoot me some links, man. Let's get in touch with some of these dudes and get them on the show. Rollins is third best and third worst singer of Black Flag, actually. That's awesome. All right. Right Brigade, let's go. I fuck with this music heavy, bro. I like all of it, man. It's all good stuff, man. And you know, I wish I was up from up northeast sometimes, dude. I had a hard time getting this stuff. And I didn't understand it all either, man. I'm not gonna act like I was somebody I wasn't, dude. That's just who I was. I was a kid, man. I didn't understand it. I didn't like stuff that didn't sound very good. I used to hate the Misfits because they didn't sound good. Like I didn't understand that it wasn't necessarily about that. And maybe I just, it is whatever. Though we're all different, man. We get where we get, how we get there. And my journey is different than everybody else's. And you know, but you seem like a cool dude. You can jump on the show with me too, man. I'd love to hear some stories. Uh, yeah, let's continue, man. I got a couple more songs. I'm gonna get out of here. I got some other shit to do. This, I Love Jaws, probably gonna get skipped, by the way. Yo, I'm like listening to the song and I look down and see what you said. Jerry's an old friend. You mean Jerry only? Dude, you should definitely try to get him to do the podcast. That would be fucking awesome. Man, that would be amazing. I don't really know what else to say about that. You just kind of put me on tilt. Ooh, another good breakdown. You like my show? Thank you. I work really hard at this stuff, man, and I try really hard to be like authentic. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm some dude that I don't know, man. There's a lot of folks that do that shit on here, on this platform. They get on here and act like they're somebody they're not, or they have these like weird, like they're arrogant. I don't really know where it comes from, man. I can be a prick sometimes, but I wouldn't call myself arrogant. Damn, this song rules. It's a great breakdown. Glenn Danzig is a shithead. I've met the guy, and I've met Jerry a couple of times, but it was like way long time ago. Glenn is a prick. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I would love to talk to Jerry Only. That'd be so dope. Dude, that was badass. They got an excellent mark from me, man. I really am surprised that I'm liking this as much as I am. I think we still had only 3 songs that I didn't like, and I think we got 1, 2, like 3 or 4 that I like really, really loved. So we'll get into those in just a minute. We're almost done. Fuck yeah. Super good, dude. So, I'm actually Tim Armstrong. I'm a huge fan of this channel. You bastard. That'd be so cool. Dude, that would make my entire life if you were Tim Armstrong. Dude, you talk about. There's only like a handful of people that I want bad enough on this channel to say that I might just quit and call it a day. Lars, Tim. Yeah, probably just those guys. Like, I would feel pretty accomplished because they're like my favorite, right? There's some guys I'd love to talk to. Anybody from the original Misfits. Anybody like Ian MacKaye I wouldn't mind talking to, even though I'm not a big fan of like Fugazi and shit. I like Minor Threat quite a bit. I like to just learn shit. So I've been like reading books and stuff, and I talked to Brad Logan on the channel, and that was one of my like really big. That was a big moment for me. Is this your first time? Shikara Gray, is that how I say it? Shikara? Is this your first time hearing this album? So I listened. Okay, so at the beginning of the stream, I was saying that when I was 15, my dad bought me Rock for Light on LP. Like, I was there when he bought it, but he bought it for me. I guess like I was out shopping with him as a kid, you know, and I didn't really like it. I didn't get it, and so I never dove back into Bad Brains. I own a record store. I've sold this album dozens of times. Maybe not dozens, but a dozen times for sure. I've sold this album. So like, I found out today that it was its like 42nd anniversary today, and I'm about to turn 42 in a few weeks. And I was just, you know, this is a great time to go experience this. I'm a lot different than I was when I was 15. So, but right now, out of 13 listened to songs, only 3 I didn't like, 10 I did, 4 I really really liked. So I think this is a massive win for me. Bad Brains wouldn't care about winning on my channel, so that doesn't matter. But like, I think this is huge. I'm a little surprised, to be honest, but I try to be transparent, try to be honest and authentic. So, you know, sometimes it blows up my face, sometimes it doesn't. This time it's being kind of awesome. Thank you. Not quite there yet. In a few weeks, man, I'll be there 42, man. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'll be doing a stream on my birthday. Oh no, I won't. I'll be in Austin on my birthday and watching a band play. I might do like a live stream in my car or some crazy shit while I'm driving to Austin. Okay, we got, what's it called? I Love Jaw coming up. This is a long song. It looks like it might be an instrumental, so I might pass through this one, but we're going to start it anyways. What, Rock for Light's the popular album? Yeah. I didn't get it back then. I still don't know that I get it, but I like it. The lyrics are amazing, but the music is really great, and the vocals I'm not really that into, but so far everything else is so much better than an average that I don't care so much. So you have kids older than me? And what are you doing on here arguing about Black Flag on YouTube? Is it because you're that old you don't give a shit anymore? Dave, you're awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not digging this one. Let's go ahead and move on. There's, what is it? Intro, which is, I think it's funny that it's way back at the end, and then we got Untitled. So let's just go ahead and hit these two up real quick, and then we'll talk about the record. Whoa. I don't know what's going on right now. Outro.
Every nation shall bow to Jah.
Hold on.
mistakes I never come to.
Okay, that bonus track ain't worth me listening to. So let's talk about this record for a little bit. Okay, let's do some math, because I like to do things with numbers, because you can't really argue against math. The numbers never lie, right? So, okay, we have 16 tracks, 15 actual songs. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I didn't like, 10 that I did like. That's 66.66%. Okay. I'm curious what you would think of Eye Against Eye, later album out on SST. Wait, is Eye Against Eye the band or the album title? Is that an album from Bad Brains? Yeah, it is. Oh, I've seen this record cover before. I don't know. I can listen to it. Is it? Why are you saying that? Is it because it's all reggae or some shit? I'll definitely check it out. I'll listen to anything at least once. But okay. Okay, so 15 songs, 5 skips for me. But there's 10 that I did like. So that's 66.66%, leading me to say that this is a 6.6 out of 10 album. But that's not the whole story here, because song number 5 is called Band in DC. That one got a double check mark from me. Then we get down to number 8. Son of a bitch. Number 8 is Leaving Babylon. Also got a double check from me. 10 was I, double check. 12 was Pay to Come, double check. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that 6.6 will jump up to an 8.0. Because there's, what, 4 songs? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 double likes. Like, I just love them, right? There's 10 songs that I really enjoy, but out of that, 40% of those are really, really, really great. So I'm going to say that I give Bad Brains a personal 8 out of 10. Now, subjective scores are, well, they're just that. They're subjective. Objectively, I'd say it's probably either that or lower even as far as just music's concerned. But when you're putting like its influence in there, it's like a 9.5 or higher. So there's like 3 different scales you can look at. How do you feel about it? How does it sound musically? And what kind of influence did it have? I'd say an 8 out of 10 is a pretty fair score given all those metrics having to be met. The recording quality I thought was fine. Back when I was young, I hated it. I like the guitar writing. I like that they throw some reggae in there. I have to be in the right mood for it, but I do like it. I think Leaving Babylon was a reggae song. I really liked that one. Yeah, I'm happy I did this, man. I'm really, really happy. I'm going to go through here, and all the double checks are going to get added to the Punk Rock Review playlist on Spotify, and we'll just, listen to it more. I'm stoked, I'm stoked that I found something that I didn't know I was going to care about, and that I do now. So, now, to what extent and how often am I going to listen to it? I don't know, man. I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all, dude. I have no idea. But it's good, man. That was fun. That was a good time. But it's been an hour. I need to get ready for dinner, and then I got some other work to do. I'm working on some music videos and stuff, so... and I also need to do an unboxing for the Scooped Up stuff. So shout out to Jimmy and Scooped Up. That band rules. If you like 90s pop punk stuff, a la, old Blink, and even like maybe some Me First and some old NoFX, MXPX from, slowly going the way of Buffalo and older, you might like Scooped Up. So go check them out. Oh, Generation Exit tapes. They are out and available on my Bandcamp. So if you want to support the channel, you can go to my Bandcamp and do that. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel, support this community. Please, I would very much appreciate it. Otherwise, have a great day. Go listen to